the KMNN studios, this is the Kids Morning News Network. Welcome to the Kids Morning News Network. It's December 15th, 2023. It's Friday. On this day, December 15th, in 1791, the Bill of Rights became a law. We talked about the Constitution earlier this week. The Bill of Rights was the first 10 amendments to the Constitution. So they wrote the Constitution and said, it's not perfect, we're going to make that a law, and then we're going to change it. We're going to add to it, I guess that's more accurate. And these were 10 rights that the founders who wrote the Constitution thought were important, and they needed to be signed into law as soon as possible. Things like being able to speak your mind freely, or practice whatever religion you want to, or be treated fairly by the government. And like the Constitution, this was a new idea. It was a different way for people to be treated by the government. And even though it was a couple hundred years ago, these rights still affect our lives today. They're still debated today, and we still have them today. Let's get right to the riddle. Every day I'm doing a riddle, trying to make it harder as the week goes along. Yesterday's riddle was, what goes up but never comes down? What goes up but never comes down? The answer? Your age. Your age goes up and it doesn't come down. Except in science fiction movies. Okay, today's riddle. You ready? Here it goes. It's a little bit of a long one. I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I? Did you get that? I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I? Answer not tomorrow. Answer will be Monday. Okay, I've got some good news today for anyone who owns a cat. Science has finally proven that they do play fetch. The bad news? Yeah, they only play fetch when they feel like it. And if you have a cat, that's probably no surprise. Cats only do anything when they feel like it. But it's true. Scientists at the University of Sussex in England studied whether or not you can teach your cat to fetch. They asked more than 1,000 cat owners, and most of them said, well, sometimes we play fetch, but only when the cat starts it. They also learned that one species plays fetch more than any other, Siamese cats. But can you train your cat to play fetch? The study didn't answer that question, but if you ask me, chances are your cat is going to train you to do what it wants to do, not the other way around. The weather today, overall, it's going to be a little bit warmer than yesterday. So up here in the Northeast, that means it could get into the 40s and even the 50s. The big chunk of the Southeast is going to be in the 50s and 60s. Of course, in the Rockies, up there in the higher elevations, still cold. A lot of the country is going to be dry, but it looks like there'll be a line of winds and rain right along the front range of the Rockies, moving east into the Midwest, and some fog. KMNN won't be doing a show tomorrow, but tomorrow there's supposed to be a big storm moving in up from the Gulf of Mexico into Florida and the Southeast. And then from there it's going to keep going north. Not really sure exactly where yet. There could be a lot of rain and wind and flooding, so be careful if you're in that area. I think weather's really interesting, but it's also very powerful. Flood waters especially can knock you off your feet even when they're shallow. Or they can be much deeper than they look. So if you see a flooded road or sidewalk, stay away. Stay safe, stay away. There's not much snow around the country just yet, but if you're lucky enough to be playing in the white stuff this weekend, KMNN Special Correspondent Finn has this idea.
Kids can make igloos out of snow.
Thank you, Special Correspondent Finn. All right, that's it for this first week of Kids Morning News Network. If you've been listening, let me know what you think. Sit down with your grown-up and shoot me a line at kidsmorningnews, all one word, @gmail.com. This is Alex in the KMNN Newsroom, signing off.